మంచిది.
Yeah, welcome everyone. So we are having Mrs. Ratna today in our studio. Ratna is a nutritionist and fitness coach, and he is a woman entrepreneur actually. So welcome, Miss Ratna. Welcome to our
Thank you.
studio.
Thank you.
So we are talking about the nutrition and fitness. So just I would like to have a look at the scene. What kind of scene we have in India in the space of nutrition and fitness. So, as we all know, India is the spice capital of the world. Nearly 70% of the spices used in the world are produced in India. This is a big thing actually. And
Yeah.
many people, actually many foreigners, I learned from a Japanese guy that he doesn't want to come to India just for the sake of the dishes because he thinks that all the dishes here they are very spicy and he can't eat it. So, so actually I would like to clear the doubt. Uh, जो spicy actually northern Indian dishes are less spicy, and as I have learned, the southern dishes are more spicy. So, and the Indian people actually use nearly 200 types of desserts. So this is this is also about the nutrition about, and
Correct.
many people claim in India that they are vegetarians and they boast of the vegetarian diets are very good, it is very healthy. But the survey shows only 29% of Indians are strict vegetarian. So more people we see, they prefer eating non-veg. Or since we have a very diverse country, and there is a diversity in everything. So in food also we are very diverse. There are nearly 500 kinds of diet that is in India, and there are I talk about the Kerala actually. So generally the northern people or the people from other regions only know about a few recipe related to south. So that is the dosa or sambar and idli and all that. They are not aware of other diets that generally the southern people eat.
Correct.
So only the Kerala have nearly 14 kinds of diet actually,
Right.
and this is different with each district. Nearly 14 districts have the 14 types of diet,
Right.
and weight gain is also very big problem with Indians. So I must
Absolutely.
convey to you that the potato chips causes more weight gain than any other food.
Our
Generally,
national vegetable should be potato.
it is in North. You can say it is potato because I heard
Absolutely.
from Sadhguru. He once went to this uh, Rishikesh, and there he wanted to eat something. So he went to a hotel, and whatever vegetables are there, every vegetable there is a potato.
Oh,
So he got
only
very,
potato.
yeah, or not potato. They'll be mixing everything with potato.
Oh, right, right.
Combination, one item is potato, then they will meet parbal or gobi or anything, whatever you meet, they will be mixing potato. So potato is the main
Compulsory
vegetable,
common. Very, very.
very common. And as I remember our childhood, when we were eating potato in our villages, the potato is very tasty.
Oh,
Only potato you can cook, and without spices, even then it was very tasty actually.
okay, okay.
But
Oh,
now the people use a lot of fertilizers and
okay.
pesticides and all that. So there is no taste in potato.
Right.
Mm, so that is the thing. So that is the scene about the nutrition in India. So with this, I am coming to my first question
Yeah,
to
please.
you. Uh, do you agree? the North Indian dishes are more spicy or the South Indian dishes are more spicy actually. Because I had a feeling earlier without learning about this fact, your North Indian dishes are more spicy, but it says the South Indian dishes are more spicy actually. So
Okay. So
is this correct? Because you are more from South, so you can give a clear picture.
yeah, a very good question actually. In general, I can say that North dishes and South dishes, they have their unique capabilities, unique ingredients. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I have seen many dishes. I have many friends from North, and I have many clients from North also.
Mm-hmm.
What I see is most of the times North Indian dishes they use Kashmiri red chili.
Yeah,
Yeah, which has more color,
yeah,
lovely color,
yeah,
actual wonderful red color,
yeah.
and the color is there, but the spice is not that much.
Mm-hmm.
But coming to south, for taken our side, if you compare to this chili,
Mm.
this color is not bright as Kashmiri red chili. It
Oh.
is less red color, but the spice will be, if
Mm-hmm.
you a couple of red chili or green chili, if you eat,
Mm-hmm.
if you shout once, you maybe other country people also can hear.
Okay.
So the spice definitely spice is more in the chili or the whatever the
Mm-hmm.
pepper we use here. They are
Mm.
more powerful.
Oh,
They are very hot. Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
the
That's the
chili.
reason they are spice. That's the reason.
Okay. Okay.
If you want to use less spice, maybe how to you reduce
Mm-hmm.
the intake of usage of chili.
Mm-hmm.
If you put more red chili, then the curry will be definitely spicy.
Okay. Okay.
But
So.
one thing I would like to mention here is that I don't know I'm right or wrong, but this chili is not from our country.
Oh.
This is actually from ancient. If we go back to our old
Mm-hmm.
tradition, very way back, we
Mm-hmm.
have our like kings. If you take very very old kings Jamana, so they used to use only peppers, that
Oh.
brown pepper.
Oh.
They used to use only peppers, no chilies. Chili came from Mexico that side.
Oh.
It's a foreign vegetable, but later it was introduced in our countries thousands of years back. But
Mm-hmm.
previously, our olden days they used to use peppers. That's what I heard and I studied in a lot of research books.
Oh.
So, but comparatively, both dishes are wonderful, north or south. They
Mm-hmm.
have their unique capabilities, but
Yeah.
definitely south Indian dishes are definitely more spicier than north. That's what the
Oh.
guarantee I can.
Okay. So I think that's the reason the South people usage always imli and the sour thing in all the
Correct.
in all the
To
vegetables.
compensate, yeah, to
Yeah, to
compensate
compensate.
that spice, this
Yeah,
couple of other ingredients can be will be used in
right,
that, and
right,
so that the dish will be
right,
good.
right. So I was thinking, जो North Indian dishes, even the Punjabi dishes are more spicy. So that's not true actually.
Yeah, couple of dishes, Punjabi dishes also spicy. Maybe they use different chili. If they use
Mm-hmm.
Kashmiri red chili, as far I know, that is less spice. If they use
Uh-huh.
another kind of chili, definitely there will be more spice.
Actually, Kashmiri red chili is fashion. Actually, now people are using. In our homes, we hardly use this Kashmiri red chili. We generally
Okay.
use the red chili. Even that is very, very bitter. And
Oh,
green chili, there are various kinds of green chilies are also there. There one variety is very a small one actually.
yeah, very spicy.
We call it longia. It is a very
Uh,
short,
yeah, yeah.
a little bigger than the long actually. So that is also very bitter
Okay.
actually. So that's great. That's a good thing learning about the food that we people eat in different regions actually. And
Yeah.
mostly the India is divided into two regions, the north and the south actually. People generally don't talk about the other regions. So, just to awaken the people, I am going to put some question to you related to the some common diseases
Yeah.
that generally Indians suffer. And in those kind of cases, what kind of food they should eat to control the disease or to attack the disease. So that way I'll be putting some questions to you.
Sure. Definitely.
So we know the very first common disease is obesity that most of the people suffer.
Yeah.
Then we have diabetes, then we have heart attack. So these are the very common diseases among the Indians. I think other places also this is a thing, but I don't have any comparative study about this. So how these diseases are connected with the diet that we take, and how our diet can help us to avoid this disease. And suppose we have just suffering from the disease, then how to control this. So what is the role of the diet in these cases, actually, in cases of obesity, diabetes, and heart attack, in all the cases?
Yeah, very good question actually, Hari Prakash ji. You know, itself has answer. As you said, obesity and heart attack are, you know, these three are basic important diseases which are now hunting India and our country. People are now, more obese, high BP is increasing, and diabetic is increasing in every stage of life. Once
Mhm.
upon a time, it used to be like, after 50, you used to get
Yeah, yes, yes,
a
yes.
heart attack or,
Yeah.
BP kind of stuff. But nowadays, there is no guarantee. We
Mm-hmm.
heard recent times one of the greatest South Indian star, Punit Rajkumar, he died just because of heart
Yeah.
attack, massive heart attack. We don't know what is the
Mm-hmm.
reason.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a very fitness freak and he used to have very good diet. But God knows. But the basic idea, what I feel is that the question itself has answer. The question what you asked is the eating. You know,
Yeah.
that is there is a saying, right? We are what we eat.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I come across so many people. I don't want to blame anyone, but they say, "Ma'am, I'm not eating anything, but I'm now 100 kilos." So how it is possible? You are not eating anything with it, only taking air. You cannot become 100 kilos or 70 or
Yeah.
80, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
that weight is not put up overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's a small step by step invention of 10
Mm-hmm.
years or 15 years. It accumulated,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
definitely, I agree. One statement that we are what we eat.
Yeah.
That is no doubts about it. But
Mm.
one thing here I would like to say is that uh, it's not that in ancient days these problems are not there, but these problems
Mm-hmm.
are there in our 50, 60 years back, but not many cases.
Yes. Yes. Very few
Because,
cases.
yeah, because people, what they're eating, they used to digest, they used to work more.
Yeah.
Everybody used to work more in house,
Mm.
the house wife or
Yeah.
daughters, or whoever it is, even though they are not going outside for job or anything, they used to do lot of work. They used to live in joint families, and men used to work, and they
Mm.
used to walk everywhere, right?
Mm.
They don't
Yeah.
have
Yeah. That's
any
the big thing.
cars or bikes.
Activity.
Nowadays, if you
Yes.
want to,
Yeah.
yeah, if you
And they
want to
had
go to shop, you want to get any biscuit packet also, you take a key and take a bike and go and get the biscuit packet.
Mm-hmm.
Those days, one vehicle also not used to be there for a home, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Look at it,
Yeah.
that's great.
Mm.
Right? So
Mm.
that from that stage, we
Mm.
came to a stage that no walking,
Yeah. No working.
only eating and sitting
Mm-hmm.
inside of the home. And the home became so small,
Mm.
you have only one, two bedrooms. You want to
Yeah.
walk from one room, and
Uh,
in four in the in the house you have more than five people, then gone case. No
mm-hmm.
place to walk also.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. It
So
is.
that's the basic reason what you are eating, it's
Mm.
not digesting. And
Yeah.
without digesting, you are eating
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. Yeah. All the time. Because when we were kids and we were living in the villages, we were eating two times only. Because even that time there was no gas,
Correct.
so
Correct.
we were cooking on the chulla. So there is nothing to eat. If something is left
Right,
out
right.
from the night, you can get in the morning. Otherwise, you won't get. When we are
Exactly.
going,
I agree with you. Absolutely. I am also with you because in my child, before going to school,
mm,
we don't have a culture of tiffins. Whatever
mm.
the rice left over, my mother used to give curd, very pop because the curd and the rice we used to
Mm,
eat and we used to run to school.
mm,
Now I have seen a joke, not a joke, in big hotels.
mm.
They will sell this leftover rice and curd, and
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
selling it in hotels as a super dish because it's having high B complex vitamin.
yeah. That's it.
Right?
Yeah.
We used to eat in our childhood. So that culture is gone nowadays. That culture is
Mm,
coming back with money.
with
So
money.
all the issues are coming up because of the lifestyle,
Mm,
no exercise, simply
mm,
eating and sitting,
mm,
and developing the junk in the mind and junk in the stomach. I think that's the reason we people are getting all these problems.
mm. So actually, I wanted to know something. Is there any some specific food? In case of obesity, you can say the junk food people should avoid, and they should eat accordingly actually. And what in case of diabetes and the heart attack, what kind of food you think should people avoid? And suppose they are suffering with diabetes or heart attack, then what kind of food they should take? So can you point out something?
Yeah, definitely. See, one thing, Hariprakash ji, I would like to clear is that we have to depend on fresh food.
Hmm.
You whatever you prepare in the morning, it should be done completed by today night.
Yeah, yeah.
Fresh food, it should not be rotten, you know.
Hmm.
And people are eating more carbs,
Hmm.
and we are working less and eating more carbs. That means sugar means what people will think is, if I take sugar or if I take jaggery, if I take honey, then only I'll get sugar. No, no, no. Diabetic is not like that. Whatever
Hmm.
food you take, that
There
food
is a
end of
sugar.
the day is converting as insulin.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
There.
converting as sugar, right?
Hmm.
Ultimately, it's converting as sugar.
Hmm.
So whatever we are eating, we should be careful. Example, sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
Diabetic people should not you take it more.
Hmm.
Monthly once is okay, little bit,
Hmm.
right? And heart attack people, if family even though person has heart attack, but if the family hereditary is having heart attack, definitely there are 100% chances. Family entire generation should be careful. Even
Yeah.
one person got it, the family entire generation should be careful because it's a genetical issue.
Hmm.
They should avoid high salt because BP and heart attack are sisters, and diabetes, these three are sisters. Heart
Yeah.
attack, BP, and sugar, these three are close sisters.
Hmm.
So if one comes, others also will follow. So these people should avoid high carbs,
Hmm.
low salt,
Hmm.
okay, and do moderate walk, good amount of exercise or moderate walking. They should know what they are eating. See, our stomach is not a dustbin
Yeah, yeah. They are
to
treating
throw
like
food
dustbin.
whatever we see.
Yeah, yeah, all the whole day long they are eating something or other.
Yes,
So there is no
yes,
work and they are eating all the day long. So that
yes,
becomes a
yes.
big thing actually.
On the same day, you'll not see any problem. But
Hmm.
every day, little pile up will happen. And
Hmm.
maybe after 1 year, after 2 year, 3 year,
Hmm.
body will stop responding.
Hmm.
So we need to be careful what we are eating. The only solution I can give or I will advise to people is that please see what you are eating.
Yeah.
Don't just take it and gulp it and keep it in the mouth. See and eat. Measure and eat. That's the formula I am following and I love to give to others also.
Okay. Okay. I am just curious to ask because how do you find suppose in the time of breakfast for the all people? Uh, in spite of eating any other thing, people only eat fruit, then how it will affect the health actually for
Hariprakash
break
ji, one thing, yeah, for elderly people or anyone you are asking.
anyone.
Okay. It's a very good thought. What you shared is that eating a fruit early
Hmm.
morning is very good choice.
Not eating one fruit. I'm not talking about. So whatever breakfast you are taking, na, and suppose you eat paratha or dosa or anything, or whatever you suggest, you just eat fruit only for breakfast, nothing else,
Okay. Only you are eating fruit, nothing else you are eating.
nothing else for breakfast.
Okay. Okay. For 1 day or 2 days, it's okay.
For 1 day, two
But
days is okay, not for daily,
okay,
not
not
for
for
daily.
daily.
Okay.
No, no, no,
Why? Why?
no.
Why? I would like to
Because
know.
fruits are only meant to give couple of enzymes.
Okay.
They don't have carbohydrates. See, when you see what you said just now, breakfast.
Yes.
What is breakfast? You are breaking the fast,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Yesterday night onwards until
Mm-hmm.
today morning, you are fasting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you ate at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Maybe that is
Mm-hmm.
your cutoff time by 9:30. Around that time, your diet is stopped. And
Mm-hmm.
next day morning again 8 or 9. So that means
Mm-hmm.
how many hours gap is there? More than 13 hours gap.
Yeah.
So this entire night,
Mm.
our body is working double time or quadruple time than us.
Oh.
The liver is working, kidney is working, heart is working, our skin is working, detoxification is happening. liver is functioning, like every organ is functioning except us, we are sleeping. Most of the work will happen in the night. That is why we say good sleep is required. If you have disturbed sleep or you are in the night shifts, that is why that is another big debate, and most of the danger problems are coming because of the sleep, improper sleep. Okay, so what I'm saying is, if you are breaking the fast in the morning, if you are giving only fruit 1 or 2 days, it's not a problem. But regularly only fruit, if you are taking, what are the carbs you are giving? Where is the energy body is taking? So you need some energy. It's not that only see. What I learned is only we should not be anything should not be too much. Only fruits, no. Only carbs, no. Only protein, no. It should be, in childhood we learned. It's like a balanced diet.
Okay.
So what I say is the day should start with good amount of high protein diet along with carb combination.
Okay. So I would like to bring out 2 points actually. One is my experience, what I have done, and I would like to just draw some learnings out of it. And another is I learned on the internet about this heart attack. What are the reasons of the heart attack? So I watched a video that was from a doctor only, but I don't remember the name. So he pointed out, said generally people say, I don't drink, I don't smoke, and my lifestyle is very healthy. Even then, I had this heart attack. So he mentioned some of the very unusual causes of heart attack. Uh, as I remember, 2 or 3 points, generally he brought out that we are also told in our childhood from our parents and all that. So when you are eating, so don't eat with your full belly actually. What
Right.
happens is if you like the food, then you eat a little more. So we were told when we were the kids, whatever hunger you have to just half of the hunger you have to eat, and a quarter of the hunger you have to drink water, and a quarter you have to leave it empty. So
Yeah.
that is good for health. So that we were told in the beginning. So he also pointed out the thing. Generally, what happens now when we are hungry, we eat a lot more. Even if our stomach is full, now we eat a little more. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
not a very good habit actually. So whatever hunger you have, you should eat a little less. You should feel like a little hunger actually. Don't ever eat. So this was the 1 point actually. And 5, 6 points were there. I am sorry I could not save the video. This was on LinkedIn. This was from a doctor only. So do you think this point is correct actually about that?
Absolutely right. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a very, very important and valid point. Because there is a one because we all follow our ancient culture, that is in Ayurveda, because that is very important saying in Ayurveda is that hita mita ahara sevanam. Hita mita ahara sevanam.
Yeah.
So
What is it?
what is the meaning of that?
Yeah.
Eat what your body likes and eat moderate.
Yeah.
Your body should feel happy after you eating, but not your tongue. you know so if your tongue is very happy, because after this few inches of tongue, after our food crossed the tongue, what is going to happen, nobody knows.
Nobody knows. There is no taste. Taste is there on the tongue only.
Gone. This
God.
simple tongue is controlling the entire world, in speaking also, in eating also. Right. So what is the important point is, you have to eat while eating you should think what you are eating, you should feel what you are eating, you should enjoy what you are eating. That is the reason people will tell that please don't watch TV while eating. Nowadays, people, it's a kind of a big a culture. Which culture people are carrying, we don't know. You go to cinema theater. Nowadays culture, in our childhood, it's not like that. Nowadays, from in theater, they will come and give the lunch. Don't need to go out also. They'll bring this much big popcorn packets. You eat and see what you are eating also. Nobody knows. What you ate, I don't know what you ate. Right? I don't know what I ate. I don't know what my better half or kids also ate. So the point is that you need to chew. You need to feel happy
Yeah.
while eating. The saliva has to release in the mouth. The
Yes.
salivary glands has to work.
Mm.
And through the saliva, see, sometimes if you see imli or if you see tamarind, unknowingly your mouth will produce some saliva. You might have experienced
Yeah.
it, right?
Yeah.
When I
Yeah.
prepare some dishes, if I see imli or if I see something, then without eating, my
Yeah.
mouth release some kind of saliva.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
saliva should come when you see food.
Yeah.
That is going to digest in the stomach so happily.
Mm.
So that is the reason you need to eat at least, I'm not saying half, eat up
Mm.
to 3/4.
Yeah.
So 3/4 of the stomach should fill and then you need to
Well.
go away from the table. You should not eat more than that. Another,
Yeah.
I would like to continue with the Hitamita Ahara Sevanam also is that Ajirnam Bhojanam Visham.
What does
You
it
know what is
mean?
Ajirnam Bhojanam Visham means? The food which is not digested, the
Mm.
previous lunch which is not taken is not digested.
Yeah.
If you take another food, that is just like poison, taking poison.
Yeah. 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 That also causes many diseases actually.
100% problems. You are eating morning 8 o'clock, and again 11 o'clock, and then again 1 o'clock, and then again 4 o'clock, and then again 8 o'clock.
Mm. Mm.
What is it? It's like a machine, eating machine only, right?
Whenever you feel
So that is the
hungry.
reason.
Mm.
Yeah, previous food should be digested,
Mm.
and then you have to eat. And hunger will increase the appetite.
Mm.
So when you feel hunger, then only you have to eat. That is very, very important point people has to remember.
Mm.
Ajirnam Bhojanam Visham.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
previous food should be digested.
Mm.
For that, you need to work hard. If
Yeah.
physical activity is not there,
Yeah.
then wait the food to be digested.
That is the most important reason actually behind the disease and all that. The physical reason, because in the home you are sitting, in the office you are sitting, and you travel by car or train or
Yeah.
whatever. So
Yes.
you are not using, there is no physical labor actually. So that is
Right. Right.
one of the most important causes of the disease.
Absolutely. This is the point people have to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Very good question.
yeah. So I am now going to talk about my experience and what I did nearly 10 years back. So for 4 months continuously for 4 months, I was surviving on fruits and sprouts and the milk.
Oh,
Yeah,
very good.
yeah, because at that time my weight was actually nearly 85, 86 actually,
Uh,
and I was
uh,
feeling very shameful and very tough to. I was not able to exercise also. That was also another problem actually, because generally I suffer from the stuck cough and all that. So when I go to exercise, I'll be hardly do exercise by 15, 20 minutes. I won't be able to do that. So now I walk as the walking can I do, walking I can do. But this happened in 2010 actually, 2011. So after
okay.
Navratri, when I fasted for 9 days, and that time I was also having a little pain in my knee
Okay.
actually, and the body weight was also very much. So I came to know about this thing because there is a bed in South only, Chennai, Kerala, somewhere, Dr. Vadakachari. He has a website also. So some girl on the internet shared her experience. So she had a knee pain and she was not getting food, so cured of. She was trying so many medicines and all that. So he has prescribed a uh, prescription. He prescribed for 21 days. You should eat nothing cooked, only raw, either
Yes.
fruit, sprout, or anything, and you have to try for the 21 days at least,
Yeah.
at least for 21 days. So the girl also tried, and her disease just disappeared. So she doesn't remember when this disease happened to her actually. So she shared her interview. So I also visited the website and all that, and I was thinking about trying this, so eating the fruit. So after a Navratri, when I fasted for 9 days, so I tried just eating fruit for a few days, and then I tried and I continued for 4 months. And for the 4 months, the weight is gone. Weight, this I didn't actually measure actually, so I won't be able to give you clear data. But I was feeling very light, very happy, all the time
Yeah.
energetic, no disease. Even the belly I had a little, that was good. So my friends
Excellent.
were also very pleased actually. So this I tried. So that's the reason I suggest you, because even currently sometime I eat fruits only in the morning. I In the morning I eat only fruit, and generally and by 3 or 4 I'll be having my lunch. Then I eat once only. I don't enjoy. So once
Okay.
only 3, 4 or 5, 6. Anytime I'll be eating one, and then the next day. So this also tried, and even in that case I was feeling very good. So there was no problem actually. So that's the reason I wanted to discuss with you. Yeah, how do you prescribe this thing?
Okay.